Northport Police starting a month-long trial to wear and evaluate body cameras. Plus, why the Sarasota Police Department can't use the cameras it already owns. We're learning more about the victims involved in a shooting rampage at a Chicago hospital. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at noon.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for joining us. Topping our news today at noon, an arrest in a recent Manatee County murder. Sheriff's deputies say a man has confessed to shooting another man and then setting his body on fire. Deputies arresting 38-year-old Aaron Koziak for the murder of Antonio Bradley. Koziak was initially considered a person of interest in this case and arrested on unrelated charges, but during an interview, deputies say Koziak confessed to shooting Bradley and then moving his body to MJ Road in Mayaca City and lighting it on fire. A person who lives in that area found the victim's body last Wednesday. Koziak is scheduled to have his first court appearance this afternoon. Northport Police are moving forward with a program that could soon make it more transparent. Starting today and for the next 30 days, selected officers will start training and evaluation on how to use body cameras. Once that's complete, the department will take the results to the City Commission to discuss the cost and effectiveness of these cameras. The cameras would cost the department up to $230,000 a year.
They're going to be selected officers, at most 2 to 3 officers per shift that will be wearing them, not the entire police force at this time. So there'll be a total probably to 2 to 3 body cameras out at any given time.
If all goes well with training, city commissioners will then approve the cameras for all road patrol officers. Now, Sarasota police have had dozens of body cameras waiting to be used for several years now, but the city commission prevented the department from using them. Now the police chief says those cameras are outdated and no longer usable. ABC 7's Ray Collins has more on the exclusive story. Ray?
Scott, back in 2015, Sarasota police received 24 cameras through a federal grant. After a brief test period, a Sarasota resident you're about to see threatened to sue if he wasn't given access to all the recordings. Once the city paid to have the test recordings redacted to protect privacy, commissioners then decided to wait for direction from the state on some sort of body camera policy. And now, 3 years later, the police chief says all those cameras are now outdated and they need new ones. The chief likes the body cameras, thinks they help clear up the he said disputes in the field, but now it's up to the city commission to buy new ones. The mayor says she likes the concept of police body cameras.
I think overall it's a good thing for them to have it. I think it provides some evidence of what's going on, no matter, whether you're looking at the person being arrested or the police officer. I think it benefits both.
But again, it won't be easy. Police need new cameras, need to negotiate with the police union, and then train the officers. So in Sarasota County, it looks like Northport gets the cameras first. Scott?
All right, Ray, thank you. In First Alert Traffic, troopers are investigating 2 separate crashes in Charlotte County, one involving 3 semi-trucks and a giant mess. One person was killed in that crash. It happened around 5:30 this morning on County Road 74 in eastern Charlotte County. Troopers say 3 semi-trucks were involved in the crash. One semi lost its load of soda, spilling thousands of cans across the road. The area was closed for hours while troopers investigated and crews cleared up that scene. Just 2 miles south of that crash, troopers are investigating another wreck on State Road 31 involving an overturned B truck. Troopers say a dump truck was trying to pass the truck when the driver had to swerve to avoid hitting the dump truck and then overturned. Well, bees started swarming that area. One person was injured in that crash. Time to get a check on our weather with meteorologist Josh Stone, who's in again today for John. And a few scattered showers I saw on the radar a little bit ago. They still around?
Yes, they're affecting some of our viewing area right now. You can see the radar is lit up a little bit, and we anticipated this with this slow-moving cold front. Doesn't have that much to work with as far as moisture, but still enough in the atmosphere to get a few showers going. Doesn't look like there's any lightning strikes here in Sarasota County. Down in Charlotte County, maybe a steady light rain in some spots there, but I'm kind of monitoring this clump of storms. I don't know if really no lightning strikes out of them, at least as of lately. These lightning strikes took place about maybe 10-15 minutes ago, but they are tracking ever so closely towards the coast of Venice and Inglewood, so we'll monitor this, but really, once this passes, I think we're going to have pretty much dry conditions for the rest of the day. Scott?
All right, Josh, thank you. This afternoon, we have new details on a deadly shooting at a Chicago hospital. 3 people were killed, including a 28-year-old police officer who was responding to calls of an active shooter when he was attacked. The gunman is also dead. And now, as ABC's Maggie Rulli shows us, police are searching for a motive.
Mercy Hospital is mourning today after losing 2 of their own and an officer who gave his life to protect. Pharmacy tech Donnie Les, just 25 years old. Dr. Tamara O'Neill, remembered as a wonderful doctor devoted to her patients and to the church. And Chicago police officer Samuel Jimenez, who was nearby and rushed to the scene as shots rang out.
We cannot thank him enough for his courage and bravery today.
Their lives taken when authorities say around 3:30 Monday afternoon, the suspect, identified by our ABC7 Chicago I-team as 32-year-old Juan Lopez, opened fire at the hospital. Starting in the parking lot, he shot and killed Dr. O'Neill, his former fiancée. According to our affiliate WLS, the 2 seen here in this photo posted to social media were supposed to be married in October, but broke up in September.
I had to fall to my knees because it started instantly, like a battle, a gun battle.
Doctors and nurses scrambled to protect patients as the gunman moves inside the hospital and begins shooting at random.
It was chaos. It was just mass chaos.
Authorities say responding officers fired at the suspect and the man is now dead. Another officer was also shot by the gunman but saved after the bullet struck the officer's holster and lodged in his weapon. The officer who died, Samuel Jimenez, was a rookie cop who had only become a full-fledged officer just months ago. He leaves behind his wife and 3 young children. Maggie Bruley, ABC News, New York.
The Florida communities most affected by the high school massacre in Parkland are getting $1 million to help them heal. Bloomberg Philanthropies awarding the grant to Parkland and Coral Springs for the project called Inspiring Community Healing After Gun Violence, the Power of Art. Teams of artists will create temporary projects for public display, and there will be discussions about using art for emotional healing. Most of the 17 students and teachers killed in the February shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School were from those 2 cities. Sarasota County's largest distributor of food for those in need is handing out 2,000 Thanksgiving meals today. ABC 7's Erica Jackson joins us live from Roberts Arena to show us what's going on there. Erica?
Yes, Scott, good afternoon. You can see the line of cars behind me. These are all people and families who are waiting to get a free Thanksgiving meal here in the parking lot of the Sarasota Fairgrounds. This is actually a short line compared to what we saw earlier today. When the distribution started, the line was actually going all the way through the parking lot and out to Fruitville Road. I'm going to give you a 360 view of what we're seeing out here right now. So the answer to this is teamwork. This is all about teamwork and efficiency here with volunteers with the All Faiths Food Bank. They're out here. They're giving people free turkeys and sides. It's all free of charge. They just have to prove that they're a Sarasota or DeSoto County resident here. You can see the efficiency that's going on with the volunteers waiting for everyone to move forward just so they can get as many people to get their free turkeys and meals as possible. They're planning to hand out 2,000 by the end of today, and by the end of this Thanksgiving week, they're expected to hand out a total of 7,000 Thanksgiving meals here. So it's very efficient and it's very important for those people in need. They expect to hand out at least 10 million pounds of food to our community members by the end of this year. Now, this is going on until 5 p.m. here at the parking lot of the Sarasota Fairgrounds, or until the supplies run out. Reporting live in Sarasota, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Erica, thank you so much. Still to come in your Suncoast News, we'll tell you how a special type of radiation treatment uncovered a hidden cancer, and how a hockey goalie defies time and impresses people decades younger than him.
A decade of war has taken an unprecedented toll on our men and women in uniform.
Hundreds of thousands of our veterans are suffering from the trauma of war.
At Justice for Vets, we believe that every veteran should have the opportunity for treatment and restoration.
Get involved and go to justiceforvets.org.
Help put treatment within reach of veterans in crisis.
Veterans fought for our freedom. Now it's our turn to fight for theirs.
Happy Honda Days are here, and you're gonna like the holiday clearance savings. Save on the Accord. On sale for just $249 a month. That's the North American Car of the Year for less than the competition. Our most impressive Honda ever. On clearance for only $249 a month, loaded with more options, including a turbocharged engine and Honda Sensing. Do not miss these Honda clearance savings this week at your local Honda dealer.
Ready to open up new opportunities as an electrician? Don't do it yourself. Team up with Mr. Sparky instead. We're locally owned and looking for people like you. We offer our electricians great perks that you just won't get going it alone. And whether you're an apprentice, a master electrician, or somewhere in between, we have a spot for you.
Best decision I ever made.
Apply online or call today.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Kettle's got it. Kettle's got it.
It's year-end clearance time at every Gettle location. Over 3,000 new vehicles, over 1,000 used vehicles on clearance right now at Gettle.com. And Gettle Pre-Owned Certified Plus means buying with peace of mind. Get credit help, fast cash for your car, and year-end clearance prices right now at a Gettle dealership near you.
Kettle's got it.
At Gettle.com.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Good afternoon, and I hope you are having a beautiful Tuesday afternoon along the Sun Coast. Well, as anticipated, we were looking to see showers rolling off the Gulf of Mexico, and that's exactly what has happened here. So radar kind of lighting up. No real lightning strikes with these showers, but some isolated showers are producing heavier rains than others, but we're watching this here in Sarasota County, hit or miss showers, and also steady showers stretching from Inglewood here across towards I-75 Northport. Looks like there's just a concentrated area of steady wet weather coming down. And this cell just off the coast here of Venice and Inglewood here in the Gulf of Mexico is ever so slightly tracking eastward, so just a matter of time, maybe another 10-15 minutes or so should roll on shore. But I think by the time this is done, then we're going to have that dry air filter in behind this system. That's going to help erode the cloud deck, so by tonight I think we're going to have clear skies. Beautiful conditions as far as our highs go. These are really our highs of the day, our current temperatures, upper 70s, lower 80s, but 78 right on the mark here in Sarasota. That is our official average for this time of the year. The weather headlines show that this dry air will move in today, so by tonight we're calling for clear skies, and then the clear skies for the most part continue into Wednesday, which is tomorrow, Thanksgiving Eve, Thursday, which is Thanksgiving, and then the day after, Black Friday. So nice weather in store for us for the next few days, and then another system rolls in here by the weekend to bring us widespread shower activity and maybe a rumble of thunder or two. Nothing severe, but still going to bring us some wet weather over the weekend. So mid to upper level moisture in place, shows up in light blue. Behind it, this tan color, the dry air behind the front coming down from the north and west. So once this exits the area, this system will have the dry air in its wake, and that's going to clear out the skies for us. Well, they're dealing with some unfortunate weather up to the north. We'll get into that in a second, but here's the setup for us. High pressure will build in behind the system that's coming on by, and that's going to help bring us that nice weather for the next few days with sunshine. But up here, not so sunny for the New England states, with not only cold rain, but also some accumulating snowfall. Some areas 3 to 5 inches of snow, making their Tuesday kind of a messy situation. For the futurecast, other than some speckles of light shower activity for the latter part of the afternoon, that all kind of sags east and south and away from us as that dry air erodes the clouds. Now, of course, this week is a big travel week, so just focusing on Wednesday, going to get kind of messy still with this slow-moving system up here in the New England states. And then for Thursday and Friday, pretty much high pressure kind of settles in for at least much of the country and looks pretty good until we get into the weekend. Of course, we're talking about our situation here with some wet weather, but also a major system starts to get going out west, and that looks to track eastward, causing some issues maybe in the northern plains and eventually into New England as we get into early next week. So keep that in mind if you are traveling. Breaking down the forecast, so like I said, a few days here of mostly sunny skies. Thanksgiving looks great with 77 for the high and lots of sunshine there. But as we get into the weekend, that next system comes our way, brings us the widespread shower activity, maybe some thunderstorms lingering into Monday. The winds kick up though, but then dry air comes back. And so by next Tuesday, looks like we'll have plenty of sunshine in the forecast. Scott?
All right, Josh, thank you. In Health Smart, some people believe everything happens for a reason. An Ohio woman says breast cancer and a special type of radiation treatment was a blessing in disguise. Erica Foreman shows us why she's especially thankful this holiday season.
65-year-old Joyce McCain is working on her golf game.
It's not where it needs to be. I didn't get a chance to really play this summer.
That's because Joyce spent the summer fighting not one, but 2 types of cancer.
I had to stop and think, everything happens for a reason.
In March, Joyce was diagnosed with early-stage breast cancer. She had the tumor removed, and then her primary care doctor suggested she look into radiation techniques at Cleveland Clinic that are designed to treat breast cancer while protecting the heart.
What we end up seeing when we follow women who've had radiation to the left breast in particular, years down the road, is that they have a higher rate of cardiac complications.
The technique involves a special breathing device to help ensure radiation is only delivered when the space between the breast and heart is greatest. A CT scan is needed prior to treatment, and that's when doctors noticed something suspicious.
He said, we saw something that didn't look right. He says, it appears as though you have a spot on your right kidney.
Just weeks after learning she had breast cancer, Joyce was diagnosed with kidney cancer as well.
He says, it's on your kidney, and he says, we don't want it to go through. If it goes through the kidney wall, then it's too late.
Joyce had her kidney removed and then continued on with radiation for breast cancer. She's now cancer-free and thankful for the technique that saved her heart and her life.
Had it not been for the breast cancer and then my primary physician, recommending me for this type of treatment, radiation treatment, I don't think that kidney cancer would have been spotted. And I'd be sitting here talking to you today. I just feel the Lord has blessed me, and He put good doctors in my path. That's what I say.
At Cleveland Clinic, I'm Erica Foreman.
Well, Joyce is doing well and encourages all women to get their mammograms. Dr. Shah says heart-sparing radiation techniques for breast cancer can limit radiation exposure to the heart by as much as 75%. In other news, Florida health officials have confirmed the state's first case of dengue. The case was found in Miami-Dade County. This is a mosquito-borne disease that causes fever, severe headache, along with muscle and joint pain. There's no treatment or vaccine. Health officials say they're working with Miami-Dade's Mosquito Control and Habitat Management Division to help eliminate breeding and adult mosquito activity where this case was confirmed. The Miami Herald reports that Miami-Dade County has had 21 cases of dengue during the past decade. Time for lunch now. Let's head over to the kitchen and say hello to ABC 7 Culinary Director Judy Gallagher and see what she's fixing for us today. Hi, Judy.
Well, hi there, Scott. I'm making Brussels sprouts, and if Chris Westlake is in the booth, she is excited because that's her favorite dish I make every year, and every year we come up with something different. Last year we did the shaved Brussels sprout Caesar salad. This year I'm roasting them on the stock. Now, a few different places have them. Trader Joe's probably has the most amount of them, so if you want to get out to the store store, today's a good day to get it. What makes it so simple is roasting it on the stalk is it's less time consuming than taking apart each one and making that little crisscross cut. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to sheet pan roast it with some lemons and a little cayenne pepper and herbs so it starts to char in the oven, which is going to be so delicious and simple. And I have a few ideas for those of you that are cooking for one or two. You might consider Cornish game hens. They have plenty left over in different stores, and I'm going to give you the rundown on turkeys and pies stock up in just a few minutes.
Experience true automotive luxury at Sunset Maserati, Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do. Call us at 1-800-485-6000. That's 1-800-485-6000. Or go to mesoonlylaw.com.
Our nurse, Jennifer, all we did is pick up the phone if I was having a bad day, and the next thing we know, she was here at the door. I can't believe that I would have received any greater care anywhere. From that moment on, everything changed dramatically. And I don't know what we would have done without that.
Here's today's job of the day. ABC7 is seeking a multimedia producer for our morning news program. Strong and efficient digital, social media, and writing skills required. Visit mysuncoast.com/job of the day to apply.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
The world is a beautiful place again.
Join the Voices for Recovery. For confidential information for mental and substance use disorders, call 1-800-662-HELP.
ABC7, the Suncoast's official Florida lottery station.
For one Massachusetts man, age is only a number. This senior citizen plays goalie in a hockey league, impressing people who are decades younger than him. Matt Reed shows us his impressive skills on the ice.
4 mornings a week, the Quincy Youth Arena takes a trip back in time as the Quincy Bald Eagles, an over 60 hockey team, take to the ice.
The pros will give it up when they're 30s and 40s. We just don't give it up then that early.
For more than an hour, the team of retirees and grandfathers duke it out. But one player has seniority over everyone else, 85-year-old goalie Bill Parsley. Hockey players are known for being tough, but Bill is as tough as they come.
I had a detached bicep in each arm. I've had both hips replaced, and I had 2 surgeries on each shoulder.
His skill and dedication inspiring Bill's teammates, some who are young enough to be his kids.
Bill he's a old-fashioned stand-up goalie. He's adapted a little to the butterfly.
Keeps, every time my back is hurting me right now, but I think, holy smolies, I look at him and I go, no excuses.
Now, earlier this year, Bill announced his retirement. He's already postponed it once and may delay it even further as long as his health holds up.
putting the pads on. I got one guy, he puts the bottom strap on because I can't get it.
But the main reason Bill keeps playing one of the toughest positions in sports, his friends. It's hard to find goalies still playing at this age, so as long as Bill can suit up, he'll take his position between the pipes to make sure the games continue.
When people get old, as they get older, their friends die off and everything. There's 70 guys in this organization, and it's like you start skating here, all of a sudden you picked up 70 new friends.
Matt Reed reporting there. If you or someone you know wants to play ice hockey, the Ellington Ice and Sports Complex in Manatee County has adult ice hockey leagues. One of those leagues is for players who are 40 years old and older. Not sure they're going to be as old as that gentleman, but go for it. All right, back to the kitchen now, where Brussels sprouts are cooking for us today. Here's Judy Gallagher.
Okay, a lot of people like to have a few different side dishes, and we know a lot of them have cream and cheese and all that gooiness. I want some simple vegetables that have a little bit of texture, and that's Brussels sprouts. Usually if somebody says to me, I don't like Brussels sprouts, I'll toss them in a little brown sugar, maple syrup, and roasted pecans. But for people that are like me, I just love vegetables in their natural state. What we're going to do is we're going to use a sheet pan, and we're going to cover a little bit on the base, mostly on the Brussels sprouts, just over like that. We're going to scatter some fresh thyme, and I have 2 lemons that are cut in half. We'll give a little squeeze now because we're going to wait and get the roasted lemon on this completely after it comes out of the oven. So salt and pepper, and a couple variations if you want. If I do a little heat with cayenne and a little crushed red pepper, if you don't want to do, and it's just a sprinkle, maybe a half a teaspoon, but if you don't want to do that, then by all means, think of something that you want to put on there, like a pinch of brown sugar. Even turmeric will be wonderful. And we'll go pretty abundant with black pepper. Now these are going to roast in the oven at 375 for about 30 minutes. I have a full clove of garlic. Where did I hide my garlic there? Here, I just had it. And I'm going to take that clove of garlic. I cut the top off just like that, and now I'm going to cover that with some olive oil. That's going to roast and make this beautiful rosebud of garlic. If you've ever eaten at Ophelia's on the Bay, they were known for that delicious roasted garlic. And you can just put that right in the pan, and we'll sprinkle that. So let's get this going in the oven so we're ready. And then when we come back, we can talk about a few last-minute tips that we have for you. And we'll be dry brining a turkey that we'll show you. I made it yesterday, a dry brined it for 2 days, did it in a brown paper bag last night, and it was delicious. One of the most moist turkeys I made. Little messy, and the skin isn't as crisp, but I'm going to show you so you can get ready if you want to do this version as well. Come back, we'll be done in just a few minutes, and we'll be able to cook up the Thanksgiving feast all week.
Want to know a secret? If you're looking for the best selection of area rugs at an unbelievable price, the only place you need to look is Rugs is Art. I know what you're thinking. Expensive, right? Wrong. Rugs is Art has the largest selection of area rugs on the west coast of Florida in a variety of styles, with 8x11 area rugs starting at $199. Largest selection, personalized service, and unbelievably low prices. You'll find it all at Rugs is Art.
Rugs as Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
The skills you develop as a soldier in the Army National Guard can give you a head start on your career. Gain practical experience with technology and equipment that will give you a leg up in the civilian world. Learn critical leadership skills and to be part of a team. Serve your community and your country part-time while earning money for an education. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn about the paid training and career opportunities available to you in the Army National Guard.
It's year-end clearance time at every Gettle location. Over 3,000 new vehicles, over 1,000 used vehicles on clearance right now at Gettle.com. And Gettle Pre-Owned Certified Plus means buying with peace of mind. Get credit help, fast cash for your car, and year-end clearance prices right now at a Gettle dealership near you. Gettle's got it. At Gettle.com.
Find out first at 4 with ABC 7 News at 4. Weekdays on ABC 7.
Happy Honda Days are here, and you're gonna like the holiday clearance savings. Save on the Accord. On sale for just $249 a month. That's the North American Car of the Year for less than the competition. Our most impressive Honda ever. On clearance for only $249 a month, loaded with more options, including a turbocharged engine and Honda Sensing. Do not miss these Honda clearance savings this week at your local Honda dealer.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Coming up, Ivanka Trump under fire, accused of doing what her father campaigned against. Plus, the last word on the death of a Saudi journalist could be released today, and how rain could complicate the efforts of crews searching for human remains following those wildfires in Northern California.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 12:30.
Welcome back. Our top story today at 12:30, Ivanka Trump under fire. She's accused of doing what her father campaigned against, using a private email account to conduct government business. ABC's Stephanie Ramos shows us what Trump's legal team has to say about those allegations.
Ivanka Trump is being criticized for doing something her father, President Trump, repeatedly slammed Hillary Clinton for, using a private email to communicate about government business.
Crooked Hillary Clinton bleached and deleted 33,000 emails.
The Washington Post reports last year Ivanka sent hundreds of emails to White House aides, cabinet members, and her assistants discussing government business, many in violation of public records rules. Overnight, Ivanka's legal team released a statement saying, while transitioning into government, Ms. Trump sometimes used her private account, almost always for logistics and scheduling concerning her family. But many are drawing parallels to the 2016 campaign and calling it hypocritical. Even now, in the White House, President Trump continues to bash Clinton over her emails, encouraging chants of lock her up. The FBI determined Clinton should not face criminal charges, but Ivanka's defense team says she did not create a private server in her house or office. There was never classified information transmitted. The account was never transferred or housed at Trump Organization. No emails were ever deleted. Larry Kudlow, White House economic advisor, was asked today about Ivanka's emails.
I think the absolute world of Ivanka Trump, who is a brilliant woman.
The Post also includes a denial from Ivanka, reportedly saying she told White House lawyers she didn't know she was breaking any email rules. That's the same explanation Hillary Clinton gave as well. In Washington, Stephanie Ramos, ABC News.
More than a month has passed since Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi was killed, but we may get some answers to what happened to him when a full report is released, which could happen as soon as today. Sources say the CIA has concluded the Saudi crown prince ordered his murder, but President Trump has yet to reach that same conclusion.
The president said it's a complete tragedy. He's been looking for answers. He's directed everybody to go and get those answers.
Saudi officials admit the Washington Post columnist's death was premeditated, but deny the Saudi crown prince was part of the plan. The White House announced sanctions against 17 Saudi officials last week in connection with the killing, but the crown prince was not among them. A federal judge ruling today the Trump administration cannot stop immigrants who cross the border illegally from seeking asylum. The administration sought to implement the rule primarily to stop a caravan of migrants from Central America from making their way across the border. Immigrant rights groups challenged that in court, saying it is illegal to block someone from seeking asylum based on how they enter the country. A U.S. district judge heard arguments in court and issued a temporary restraining order blocking the Trump administration's new policy. That order remains in effect until December 19th. One person is dead and dozens hurt after a landslide derailed a commuter train in Barcelona, Spain today. Rescuers say 2 train cars came off the tracks. Firefighters and emergency workers evacuated 131 commuters and sent 5 of the 41 people injured to the hospital. Railway officials say heavy rain in the area over the past few days could have caused that landslide. We're watching some showers in our area right now. Meteorologist Josh Stone in for John today. Busy radar today, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a wave of energy that has come in off the Gulf of Mexico and now producing some showers. And this was anticipated this morning, and now this is what is happening. And we'll take a little radar tour here in Sarasota County. Most of the heavier cells look to be in open country, but still around Mayaca City and Honore, we have maybe a lightning strike there or 2, but those are isolated. These cells generally moving eastward. Around Northport, steady rainfall for you, Inglewood as well, and still some more activity offshore rolling in towards Venice. So we'll keep monitoring the radar. Nothing severe at all, but by the time this passes, and that will be by the maybe latter part of the afternoon, then the clouds will start to be on the decrease because we're going to have dry air that filters in behind this system, and that means that we're going to be left with mostly clear skies tonight, and then for tomorrow it's looking brilliant, and I'll define what that means in a few minutes from now. Back to you, Scott.
All right, Josh, thank you. The death toll in Northern California's wildfire now stands at 79. 2 more sets of remains were found yesterday. Meanwhile, the sheriff in Butte County says there are 300 fewer people on the list of missing residents than previously thought. Around 700 people are still unaccounted for, but authorities believe many of them are safe and just unaware they've been reported missing. The so-called Camp Fire swept through the rural town of Paradise back on November 8th. It has destroyed nearly 12,000 homes. If you plan to visit Lido Beach anytime soon, don't expect a quiet getaway. Big machines are now on the shoreline and will be there for the next couple of months. Crews are dredging sand from New Pass and pumping it onto Lido to temporarily fix the erosion problem there. The emergency renourishment project is nearly $4 million in cost. The city still plans to go forward with a long-term plan of dredging sand from Big Pass by next fall, but that project still faces potential litigation. This current project on Lido is expected to be finished by early next year. And a reminder for dog owners on the Suncoast, the dog park at Brohard Beach in Venice is closed today for maintenance. Crews are sprucing up the shell walkway and the trail from the parking lot to the beach, but it should be reopening by tomorrow. All right, back to the kitchen now. Brussels sprouts for us all today with Judy Gallagher.
But Scott, don't worry. I know veggies aren't your thing. I have lots of other yummy things. I have the turkey that came out so moist. This is 1/3 of the juice from the turkey pan from cooking it in a brown paper bag. So I'm going to walk you through a dry brine, and then we can show you again how to use a brown paper bag. And I got to tell you, I was pretty scared. But what we're going to do right now is we're taking brown sugar that's seasoned with a fair amount of kosher salt or sea salt. And you really want to get this bird really covered both sides. I have butter already. And I have some schmaltz at home that I picked up at Geyer's. Now I need to let you know, Geyer's Sausage Kitchen is running low on the organic Amish turkeys that they normally have. So they have a few of the smaller sizes left, and if you order it already roasted. But Whole Foods, along with a lot of the major grocery stores, have plenty. We're gonna let this sit in the refrigerator, air dry it, and I have that wonderful turkey fat. That's basically schmaltz is rendered chicken or turkey fat, so that's gonna sit on that just like that. We're gonna leave this baby uncovered in the refrigerator for 2 days. Then it's gonna go in a brown paper bag. What you're gonna do with the brown paper bag, and make sure you use something where you know that the print on the bag, if there is some print, that it's made with safe paint. So what you basically do is you're going to take a full stick of Irish butter, and if you need a little more, do a little more. It's really important to really get this bag covered. Now, first time I tried it, I can say I probably overcooked it by 20 minutes. This is going to cook more than your average turkey when you pull a turkey out of the oven. This is going to cook a lot more because of the intensity of the bag. So it holds in all that steam from the turkey. So when you pull it out of the oven, you pull the bag. You can use knives to cut it. The bag is going to go placed seam side down, and we're just going to tuck it. But that's not, we're not ready for it yet, okay? So this can just go in the refrigerator and dry rub. And then the turkey will go in there tomorrow, and we will roast one tomorrow and one Thursday. Now, as I mentioned, I did one last night. Literally, when I went to lift it after the bag, it fell apart in my hand. I barely used a knife to completely get the wings, everything off. It just sits so beautifully and makes such a perfect view. And then you have the roasted Brussels sprouts right on the stalk. Put that in a nice platter. If you really want to jazz it up, you can definitely put some pomegranate seeds. Don't forget little Cornish game hens if you're cooking for just 1 or 2 people. And today is the day to start getting your bread stale for stuffing, okay? So I'm using a mixture of cranberry walnut and sourdough. Going to break it all up. Picked it up at Yoder's this morning. That'll be ready to go for tomorrow night. I'll saute the vegetables separately. We'll be ready for a taste when we come back, and I will be here on Thanksgiving morning at 5:30 to 7 to answer all your questions.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do-it-yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
It's a brand given life by craftsmen with seductive Italian styling. The Alfa Romeo Giulia, Stelvio.
Get yours at Sunset Maserati, Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
We believe in patriotism. We believe in our country. For 100 years, veterans have been impacting our nation through the American Legion. Learn more at legion.org/webelieve.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Experience true automotive luxury at Sunset Maserati, Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
Welcome back. Good to see you. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone in for John Scalzi today. Well, this Tuesday afternoon we have some activity on the radar, and we anticipated this. We thought there was going to be some shower activity rolling in off the Gulf of Mexico, and that's exactly what has transpired. So let's take a radar tour here in Sarasota County. Most of the activity is really inland and open country, but there's some people who live out here, of course, here in Mayaca City, we have some wet weather, and that's tracking eastward around Honore as well, Hidden River, and also around Northport and Punta Gorda, we have some steady rainfall. I saw earlier there was some lightning strikes that took place, but those were very few in between. But all in all, this is just kind of a cell that's kind of slow moving and just bringing some wet weather, no real thunderstorms per se. But it looks like behind the system there will be dry air in the wake of this cold front. Once this edges out of the area, probably in the next couple of hours, then we'll have the cloud deck slowly erode away with that dry air coming down from the north, and that will be giving us clear skies tonight. 78 degrees right now is our current temperature. By the way, 78 is our average for a high at this time of the year. Here's your weather headlines, that is. Dry air moving in today, as we discussed. So that means clear skies tonight, and Wednesday, Thursday, which is Thanksgiving, and Friday, Black Friday, will actually be pretty nice with mostly sunny skies and beautiful temperatures, upper 70s, lower 80s, pretty much average for this time of the year. But then things change over the weekend with another front coming in here to cloud up the skies and bring us some wet weather that will be a little bit more widespread, and won't be surprised if there could be thunderstorms involved with that. So once again, you can see the cloud cover and the wet weather draping the peninsula right now, but behind this system here in the northwest, well, there's a lack of cloud cover over Dallas and Houston, Wichita, Kansas. Well, that's the dry air that's going to be coming in, all being driven down by this area of high pressure to the north and west of us. So area of high pressure will bring that dry air in, will dominate the region for a couple of days, and then another system that hasn't developed yet, that will be coming our way to bring us the shower activity over the weekend. Where they're not having such a great day over here on their Tuesday afternoon in New England, with some accumulating snowfall coming down in some locations, maybe somewhere around the 3 to 5 inch mark for some locations over there. As far as our futurecast goes, other than some lingering showers middle to latter part of the afternoon moving inland, I think things start to dry out. And as you can see, nothing to report here in the futurecast as we move forward. A big travel week this week, so high pressure does dominate the region for a few days here, actually a center portion of the country. And then as we get into the weekend, of course, we're going to have our wet weather here on the Sun Coast, but also another system starts to get going out west with accumulating snowfall. This is going to track to the upper plains by early Monday morning and then move its way towards the northeast. So if you are traveling to, say, Detroit, maybe towards Milwaukee, possibly to the New England states on Monday evening, there could potentially be delays with the snowy and wet weather there. Well, we're still in hurricane season, but nothing to report in the tropics at this time. By the way, the hurricane season officially wraps up on November 30th. So for the boaters today, northwesterly winds at 15 knots, seas 1 to 2 feet with a moderate chop in the bay. Our high today should top out around 80 degrees, but decreasing clouds will be the case. We go through the next few days, as we discussed, sunshine, high pressure in control for the holiday. By the weekend, wet weather. That wraps up by early next week. We'll see the sunshine again, but temperatures start to cool a little bit by next Tuesday. Scott?
Josh, thank you. In consumer news, General Motors may be on the road to layoffs. The company had hoped at least 7,000 white-collar workers would take buyout offers. But managers at the company tell the Detroit Free Press that it appears they'll fall short, raising the prospect of layoffs starting early next year. Cord cutters are continuing to cut away at cable TV. More than 1 million households across the country canceled their cable or satellite TV subscriptions in the past quarter. The Wall Street Journal says DirecTV and Dish Network have lost the most customers overall. David's Bridal, the nation's largest bridal retailer, is filing for bankruptcy. The company's Chapter 11 filing came as it struggles under a mountain of debt. According to court records, David's Bridal owes between $500 million to $1 billion to creditors. That amount is being reduced by more than $400 million under this bankruptcy agreement. It also allows operations to continue at the company's 300-plus stores across the country. Company officials say all wedding dresses will arrive on time and no bridal appointments will be impacted. Here's something to be thankful for this Thanksgiving. Dinner will be a little cheaper this year. According to the American Farm Bureau Federation, the average cost of a feast to feed 10 people will be nearly $49 this year. That is a 22-cent decrease from last year. According to the survey, 2018 is the third straight year the cost of a Thanksgiving dinner has gone down. The reason? Prices dropped for things like turkey, sweet potatoes, green peas, milk, and rolls. Still to come in your Suncoast News, we'll check in one more time with Chef Judy in the kitchen as she gets us ready for Thanksgiving. And we'll take a sneak peek at a Christmas ad featuring Elton John that has taken the internet by storm.
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with the family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, fishing, or biking and hiking. Or play the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy the flavors of the Black Belt. Book your adventure at our lodges or stay in the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
No need to wait. Get the best Black Friday deals right now during the Black Friday sales event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota, where you always get better prices and a bigger selection. Right now, get America's most affordable 7-passenger vehicle, a new Dodge Journey for just $17,999, or get a new Dodge Challenger SXT, a Consumer's Digest Best Buy for just $23,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota.
ABC7 is the most watched, most trusted news source on the Suncoast, and we owe it all to you, our loyal viewers. Thank you for making us #1.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
And here we have it, a simple side dish that makes a pop at the table. Roasted Brussels sprouts, still on that stalk. See how crispy and charred they get on the outside. Now the last thing you want to do is, after it cools down, is we're just going to do a little squeeze of the roasted lemon juice, and we've broken up the garlic, and we have the roasted garlic on that. Fantastic. It's going to be delicious. That can be part of your bubble and squeak with the leftover mashed potatoes and root vegetables that you can fry up with potatoes after Thanksgiving. We've dry brined our turkey that's going to sit for 2 days in the refrigerator now, just as it is, with lots of brown sugar and kosher salt. We have the Brussels sprouts ready to go, and the traditional roast it in a bag. I have proven it does work. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, and I'll be here Thanksgiving morning. You'll be able to phone in your questions for Turkey 911 with me and Chef Evan from the Summer House Steakhouse. I'm going to get ready to plate all this up for everybody and send it back to you, Scott.
All right, Judy, thank you so much. In entertainment news, the 27th season of Dancing with the Stars has come to an end, and we now know the couple who took home the coveted Mirror Ball trophy. ABC's George Pannacchio has the highlights from last night's surprising finale.
Bobby and Sharna.
Radio personality Bobby Bones and his partner Sharna Burgess had the lowest judges' scores by far of the Final Four, and actually hovered near the bottom of the judges' leaderboard almost all season. But viewers clearly didn't care, voting in droves to see their favorites win the season 27 Mirror Ball trophy.
This wasn't a joke to me, and
They hung with us, Sharna's fans, my people. They hung with us, and they let us actually get better, and they kept us in it. And then the last couple of weeks, we really felt like a dancing team.
We got here because we just did us every single week and tried to be the best that we could be and to represent everybody else, and that landed us a miracle.
Milo Manheim and Whitney Carson danced their way to second place.
I mean, it's not winning, but we'll take it.
If I wasn't in this competition, who would I be voting for? And I was thinking about Bobby. I would want him to win as well.
Ivana Lynch and Kio Matsepi wound up in third place, followed by Alexis Wren and Alan Burston in fourth.
Honestly, it was such a surreal feeling to just be in the finale that it didn't matter between us who won. We were all winners to be able to go out here and do one more dance for everyone and just make people feel good.
Unforgettable.
Nothing amazing happens without some sort of amazing risk. And for me, geez, it was dancing in front of millions of people. Are you kidding me?
We don't know yet officially if Dancing with the Stars will be back for a season 28, but we do know the Dancing Live Tour kicks off December 15th in South Carolina. In Los Angeles, George Pinocchio for ABC News.
The Rolling Stones will be rolling through the United States next year. The band is adding a 13-show leg to its No Filter tour in the spring. That will include a stop in Florida. The tour will kick off in Miami on April 20th. For the past few years, the legendary band has mostly played in Europe. Lead singer Mick Jagger says in a statement, "It is a thrill when we play stadiums in the States." Tickets will go on sale November 30th. Well, some gifts are more than just a gift. That's the message behind the annual John Lewis Christmas commercial. The new tear-jerking ad from the British department store chain features musician Elton John. It works backwards from the present day to when John was gifted his first piano for Christmas, marking what would become, of course, his legendary music career. Take a look.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside.
The Telegraph reports the ad was also used to promote the retail store selling pianos for the first time in 70 years. It's like a 2-minute ad, but it's amazing.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's like a mini cat
awesome.
church.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thank you so much for being with us today. We invite you back at 4 o'clock. Until then, have a great day.